Good morning. Happy Wednesday to you. Happy Thanksgiving Eve for those of you in the United States. Those of you elsewhere, happy Ordinary Wednesday to you. Thanksgiving Eve is not actually a thing here in the United States, except for the people that cook for Thanksgiving, because there's just no way you can do it all in one day or in the morning. Some people do, I guess. I'm not a miracle worker, and I don't even cook the entire meal. I split the work with my parents. And so, yeah, I have a lot of cooking to do today, a lot of baking. Yeah, things like that. And then I'll get up in the morning and I'll make a traditional Thanksgiving breakfast. I usually do the same thing I do for Christmas breakfast. I do biscuits and gravy, scrambled eggs, and then generally some sort of sweet thing like a cinnamon roll or something like that. We'll see. Hey, Jason, good morning to you. I was just babbling about Thanksgiving and about the prep work I have to do today until it's 8 o'clock and it's time to sprint. Are you part of the cooking brigade for your family? Are you even having Thanksgiving? Some families are not. They're completely not doing it because normally it would be such an extension, but we've lost so many loved ones in the past few years that our Thanksgiving is very small anyway. And so my parents are quarantining the same way that my family is. My brother is in the workforce still, but his job is such that he has very little contact. And when he does, he wears a mask. So we've decided that it's just as safe to have Thanksgiving dinner with each other as it is to go to the grocery store for us. I know that's not the same for every family, but we've decided to do it. So I have lots of cooking to do today. I made some cornbread last night so that I could make it into stuffing today, which normally we're not a from scratch family like that. My mom just buys stuffing, but I've been keto for almost 3 years now, and so that I have to make my own stuffing. So babble, babble, babble. I don't have a whole lot to say. I am really struggling today. Oh, I should have done a social media post. It's getting almost too late, but yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it. Jason says, "Not this year. I'm going to a family member's house." So it's always great. Are you taking anything though? That's another question. Like, I wonder if people like just show up, like my brother. My brother just shows up. But do other people take things? Just curious. Morning, Teresa. She says, I do it all in one day. Oh, you're one of those miracle workers. But it's also very small. So while it's a lot of food, it's not as bad as it could be so it's doable. My mom used to do everything. Not all in one day, I don't think. But most of it, she would just do the pies early, I guess. But as I've shared in the podcast before, my mother has dementia and still living at home, and you know it's not, she's still with my dad, and so it's difficult, but anyway. So years ago I started taking over the side dishes. My dad still does the turkey, he likes to do the turkey, and I do everything else. But this year he's taken on doing a couple more things. I think he thinks I'm overwhelmed. I don't know why he would think that. So Jason says that they didn't want us to bring anything. Well, some people are like that. Like, honestly, I tease about my brother just showing up, but I don't know what he'd bring. So I don't know that I even want him to bring anything. Mosen says, good morning. Good morning. Thanks for joining us this morning. Okay, it is 1 minute until the sprint starts. So get your laptops all warmed up. Get your typing fingers, or if you're handwriting, you can do that too. But if you're new here, how this works is we do 25-minute sprints. We have some brain music happening in the background, and then we do a 5-minute break where we share how much writing we got done and do a little bit of chat on that end. And yeah, that's how it's done here during Nano for us. So I'm getting our music all lined up, and I got to make sure that I share it the right way. I keep doing it wrong. And I know this app. All right, I'm clicking the right button right there to make sure that it's in there. All right. It is 8 o'clock. Here comes our first sprint, ladies and gentlemen. It's really quiet. 1, go. 3, 2, 1. Done. Good morning.
Good
J.R. Nichols.
morning. How are you?
Very tired. I kept forgetting my main character's name.
Wow. Well, I don't remember your main character's name. I know it's not the name that I'm gonna want to say. No.
Try it.
No. It's stop. I know it because then I remember someone used it. I used it. Millicent.
No, you used it, and then on Friday, and then Rhonda used the other.
Marnie is the one I keep wanting to say.
Right, that's one that Rhonda used. No,
what is it?
Marjorie.
Marjorie. See, I wanted to say Marnie.
Mm-hmm. I used Marjorie on purpose because it has to be like a super, like a name that people know, but that no one has anymore. But it's hard because there's no, I don't know how to nickname Margie. Still sounds like an old person, so I don't even know. So we got some new people in the chat. Hi, if you're just here for the first time or just checking in, don't know what's going on. We are doing some writing sprints for National Novel Writing Month. And good morning to Piper.
Good morning, Piper.
That she was late, but coming on in. Jason, 1,001 words.
He's on fire.
He is. That is awesome. I didn't even look at mine. 349, which is not bad.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah. Because I was actually in a scene I'd already written, but like I left a bunch of holes in, and I can't move on until I fix those holes. Piper says she got 205. That's awesome. Really, really good writing.
So can we talk about your characters' nicknames, or will that annoy you?
No, that would be great.
because like you could do Jory, Jori, which is short for Marjorie. If you want to be weird, you could do like I've heard of people calling Maggie. I know that's usually Margaret, but you could do Maggie.
Right.
You could do Meg or Marge or Mare. You know what I mean? It just depends how you want.
Right.
Like what you have to do is imagine if you had a dog or a child named Marjorie and live with that for a while, and like what nicknames do you come up with, right? Margie Pargie, I probably would do, or Margaroni,
right?
Or do you know what I mean? And then eventually it could turn into like Joni. Like, why does everybody call you Joni? Do you see what I mean? So like that's how nicknames happen.
See, right. So here's the deal is that like she's not let anyone close enough to her to give her a nickname. She had a rough childhood. But then this guy is gonna from the day one has an issue with her name. And which is gonna be okay because she has issue with her name. Like it's gonna be some of her baggage, like
wow, fun.
And so I want him to come up with a good nickname for her. So
wow, maybe he could try a bunch.
MJ. That's not a bad idea.
That's cute.
Yeah.
What a good idea.
Piper asked, do I write linearly? Sometimes. With this, I guess I know where I'm headed, so I'm just trying to like make this as clean as possible so that even if I don't win Nano, I feel like I've won because I can just easily move into a finished document. You know what I'm saying? Like
You're just trying to write a little cleaner.
Yes. Teresa says my childhood best friend was named Margaret after her mom who went by Margie, but they called my friend Molly.
Molly. Oh wow.
Margie could be cute. Actually, I might be okay with Margie because it just would be easier, make more sense, and yeah, I don't know. So we have 1 minute. That went fast. Sorry, because we're talking about me. Babble, babble, babble.
No, this is the kind of stuff that I think is interesting. And it couldn't hurt to just have him play around with different ones. I mean, even just in like a daily writing exercise that you might continue to do for 20 minutes every day, one sprint of him like calling her some nickname you know isn't going to stick. And then him just kind of playing around. Well, what if I called you this? Or, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a great idea. Like,
yeah.
And because like he would do it in an annoying way, right? Because they're annoying each other still at this point. So he just keep giving up nicknames until one sticks. Yeah. Piper says I mostly write linearly in that I don't usually jump around back and forth, but I'm having trouble with the scene. I can just jump into someone else's point of view in the scene. Yes, when I'm stuck, I go because I know where I'm headed and I have everything outlined. I go and I write a kissing scene. That's what I always do. The girls know that. Like I'm like,
floodgates are opened.
Yep. Let's write about them kissing. Speaking of which, during the next break, I do have a question I want to pose to everybody, and it has to do with sex. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Waited like a cliffhanger on everybody.
Right? Like, that's so much fun.
3, 2, 1, go.
Hi, I'm Dr. Amy Killen. I have my own medical practice, and I've been using Doodly now for a few weeks to create these really fun videos to share with patients, prospective patients on social media.
Hi, I'm Brad Callen, and in this video, I'm going to show you how anyone can quickly and easily create doodle videos, just like the one you're watching right now, using Doodly, our drag and drop doodle software that allows anyone, regardless of tech skills, to create highly engaging professional doodle videos in a matter of minutes. Because doodle videos are fun and engaging, they can get you more clicks, likes, shares, and most importantly, sales than any other type of video. Which is why Doodly is now the video tool of choice for over 150,000 businesses all over the world, in virtually every industry and profession that you can imagine. Doodle videos are perfect for marketing, teaching, fundraising, personal use, and even inspiring others. After all, one of the keys to a successful video is to capture your audience's attention and keep it for an extended period of time. And since you're still watching this video, you already know how great doodle videos are at doing just that. Not only are doodle videos incredibly captivating, but research shows that they massively boost learning and memory retention. As a result, viewers really absorb your message, making your videos that much more impactful. And even better, doodle videos can make complex or boring subjects fun and easy to understand. So let me quickly show you how simple and easy Doodly makes it to create an interesting professional video. Alright, here I am inside the Doodly software, which is available for Mac and PC. You'll notice that you can choose the style of your video, selecting from whiteboard, blackboard, greenboard, glassboard, and for more advanced users, you can even use a green screen background, giving you lots of control over the video style. In this example, let's create a nice looking whiteboard doodle video. You'll notice that Doodly makes it super easy to create your own doodle videos with done-for-you scenes, hundreds of characters, a huge selection of props and images, royalty-free music, and even text. And for the ultimate in customization, you can even upload your own images, fonts, props, and music. Now to create a doodle video, it's really simple. First, I'll add a headline to get people's attention, then center it before adding a character. I like this one. And while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and add a prop too. I'll resize everything and voila, we have Steve reading a book on his chair. For the next slide, I'm going to do something a little different. Instead of adding a character or prop, I'm going to use one of Doodly's super convenient done-for-you scenes. So I'm going to simply drag and drop the scene I want right into my video. As you can see, Doodly is so easy to use that anyone can make doodle videos, even if they have zero tech or design skills. If you can click or drag your mouse, you can create a professional doodle video in a matter of minutes. Not only is creating a doodle video that simple, but we also have a bunch of really cool settings available too. Doodly allows you to customize your video with real hands, cartoon hands, or none at all, seeing transitions with even camera panning, and our Smart Erase mode to provide the realistic feel that you're looking for. And with just a couple of mouse clicks, you can also easily switch between different doodle video types at any moment. I'll change the doodle video I just created from whiteboard to blackboard in less than 5 seconds. Plus, you can even record a voiceover directly inside Doodly or add background music by simply choosing from our huge royalty-free music library. And of course, you have the option of uploading your own audio and image files as well. You can also select how long it takes the hand to draw something, so scenes, characters, and props are timed perfectly to your voiceover, should you choose to use one. Oh, and one more thing. When you upload your own image, using our enhanced Doodle Draw technology, you can make cool draw paths like this to teach Doodly exactly how you want to draw your imported images. And when you're done, you can preview your video before exporting it to a variety of formats, sizes, and qualities right to your computer, and you're ready to go. As you can see, doodle videos do an incredible job of educating, entertaining, and selling, making them one of the best investments you can make in your business. And that's especially true right now. The going rate for professional doodle video creation is anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000 to have someone make a video similar to the one that I just showed you. But with Doodly, anyone can create a doodle video regardless of tech skills and experience, meaning you can make dozens of doodle videos without paying ridiculously high fees to professional design firms. If you were to visit the Doodly.com homepage right now, you'd see the regular price for Doodly is an ongoing monthly payment, which adds up to $468 per year. But since you've landed on this limited time special promotion page, you can get your copy of Doodly right now for a one-time $67 payment. No monthly fees forever. And you'll even have access to all the free feature updates we offer our Doodly users, which is typically once every week. This special promotional price won't last forever, so to lock in this one-time $67 payment with 0 monthly fees forever, go ahead and click or tap on the button next to this video to claim your copy of Doodly today. And we look forward to welcoming you to the Doodly family.
A promise made in the dark, lit by a single flame. A desperate prayer for guidance, for direction, for a sign. And in return, a vow to one day build a shrine in the name of all who are hopeless. This was the beginning, quiet and solemn. But soon, this sacred vow would become a mission. As the light from that single candle grew into a torch of promise, passed through time and generations to millions around the world.
That was
So,
like perfect
you guys,
timing.
that never happens. That's awesome.
It was like something to the effect of like blah de blah de blah blah. He said, period, and it was like the end of working out a
Yeah.
section. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. First of all, sorry
How'd it
about the
go for
music.
you?
I had to use the ladies' room, and since we talked during the breaks, they can't do it then. So, and I tried waiting, and I just couldn't wait any
Right.
longer. So I was. So thanks for texting me about
I
that.
know how
So
it goes.
because I was back in the room, but I didn't put my headphones on, and I was like, not the screen doesn't show up. I'm writing, right? So and right.
I know, because like I'm not listening all the time
I
either,
forgot
so
to
I'm
put
glad
the
I happen
headphones
to have
on.
my headphones on. At least it sounded like
Did
it was
it?
going to be the story of Jesus' birth or something. I don't know. It was like yeah, it was like a
Yeah.
silence fell over the land or something like that. I was like, oh no, what is she
So
going to say
sorry, everybody.
next?
Oh golly.
I'm sorry, it was fun. So how'd everybody do? What kind of words did you
Right.
get
Before we
in
went
spite of
to
your little
break,
bathroom break
Teresa had
there?
done 346 the last break, but it didn't show up in our chat until too late. And then she said, "Ugh, the 8:30 ran
Oh, good
so
for
hard. I have to
her.
get the kids up. Then of course the dog wants to go out. Hey, you do you, right? So
Aw.
8:30 doesn't work. Then you just plan on
Well,
that 8:30 isn't going to work, and you write the rest of them. So
that's right. I mean, Jen is here 8 to 10 because
right,
10 to
right,
12 does not work for her, right? I mean, you have to figure out how to make life work for you. I was thinking how blessed we are that we kind of live in this 24/7 society to where we don't have to
right,
have a 9 to 5 career if we don't want to, and how we can make the hours
right.
work for us and own our schedule. Isn't that just a blessing compared
Speaking of a
to
blessing and
people in
9
the
to 5s, I need
past?
to share with you real quick too. This is probably kind of off topic, but Randy goes back to work
Yeah.
on Monday. He got a job. So my husband's been laid off, and it was
Yay!
starting to get a little
Oh,
stressful. I try not to stress about that kind of stuff because I can live on very little. But yeah, I don't have to now. So yeah,
yay. Happy day. And then you said we need to
no,
get
no,
the children out
yeah.
of the room for
Okay,
a
so
question
me,
you
I don't think
had
it's gonna be
for
like that.
me.
So I write clean romance, Christian romance, and that always means no sex on the page. That's a very minimum. I mean, like obviously that's an obvious thing. Jason got 900 words. Congratulations, Jason. Okay,
Yay.
but in my story, they're married, and there
Mm.
becomes a point where things work out where they're falling in love. And in my mind, I have this scene where they consummate the marriage off screen, obviously. And here's the thing. I had read a book by Christiane Hunter called An Uncommon Courtship. Great book. I love her as an author. Historical, and it was a marriage of convenience, which my book is, but mine's contemporary. And she handles it so very well because they're married forever. This couple is going to be married forever. Mine's supposed to be temporary. So that's where it kind of gets a little gray. Anyway, we'll talk about this more later because we're running out of time. But I don't know if that will be, even if I handle it well, if that'll make people put the book down that enjoy Christian romance. They're married, they're falling in love, and everyone's hoping that they're going to make it all the way to the end. Oh, I missed Piper's. Piper got 384. That's awesome. Good job, Piper. So that's the first thing. The second thing is when I first started writing this book, I was challenging myself to write a book that could be a Hallmark movie because they accept books now at Hallmark. And you can argue with me whether or not that's a good idea or not. Oh, Hallmark's going to strip God out of it. I'm okay with that because if people watch a movie on Hallmark and they go back and read the book, they're going to get all the Jesus they need, if that makes sense. They're married, but they're not planning to stay married. They're not planning to stay married because of circumstances. It's a temporary, like it's a convenience thing.
Well, speaking of a cliffhanger, I do have much to talk to you about this, but we have to sprint
I
again.
know. Sorry, guys.
Way to leave everybody like, because I'm sure everybody has something to say.
Right? And it's just one of those things that I'm like, I think because you don't know the whole story, I do. And I think I can handle it well. We'll see. We'll talk in a little bit.
1, go.
done. That went way too fast.
Yeah, it was a really quick one.
Mhm.
Okay, what is going on in the chat?
All right.
What in the world?
I don't know. I have not looked. Wow, I got like
Holy
629 words that
cow!
time.
Yay!
Right? I had no idea. Okay, so Piper says they're married, but they're planning not to stay married. Yes, they are married, not planning to stay married, but at this point, because you're inside both their heads, they are both in love with the other person and want to make this work. So to them, they're all in, and this is nothing casual. I would never write something like that. Teresa got 268, the last one.
Ooh.
Let's see. Research question, Piper. Where would preteens congregate out of the house during winter school vacation, assuming they would be allowed to play together? No virus in my story. Okay.
Teresa had 2 great suggestions, the mall and the coffee shop. And then she said that there could be like ping pong in a pole barn. So check out that chat, Piper, because Teresa's got great suggestions for
Yeah,
you.
that is good.
Jen, I
Okay.
just want to say about your particular story. Now, mind you, I do not write for a Christian audience.
Right.
I do write clean only because I have my own reasons or whatever, my standards for whatever. Okay. But your people should act how your people would act. I feel like for you to not be authentic to what happens in the story is to rip people off, because then it's not real life. It's a contrived scenario that no child will learn from. Like,
Right.
what are you doing if you are contriving the scenario to be something that's going to placate? Like
Right.
art is supposed to provoke, art is supposed to inspire and elicit response.
Right.
Now, you have a different thing because you have like Christian standards that you're concerned about. But if you're going to write it, I challenge you to write it authentically or don't
Yeah.
write it at all.
That's how I feel. I feel like this is a challenge for me that I want to try. I think that I can write it in a way that would be endearing and everyone would be rooting for the couple, because you got to be rooting for them, right? And then, but it's a romance. So at this point, when this would happen, they are both 100% in and in love and thinking this is my person the rest of my life. Then of course there's going to be a disaster afterwards, right?
Because they have
right.
an out. Because
miscommunication and like all that's going
Right.
to happen. They're going to end up together, but
Yeah, I think that that's good because I think it's just provocative enough to maybe make that question a thing and to make the book worth reading. I mean, you cannot have nothing happening in your books. Why are we even reading this
right.
book?
And
if
although I
there's
would love
nothing
to challenge
it?
myself to write which is what this book was supposed to be, a book that would be appropriate for Hallmark, but better, but still be able to be used in Hallmark. I'd rather this is a marriage of convenience kind of a book. So I'd rather be true to the fact that because I could have just made them dating and I didn't. I made it a marriage. So Piper got 550 words, ran into a timeline issue. So most of that a side list, but of what will happen, like a brainstorm dump on the page. I've done that before too. 396 better, but the kids are still making me crazy. I'm starting a new scene. So hopefully we get to start today. Okay. Yeah, so we have 1 minute before the next one. So yeah, I think I'm going that direction. I think that's going to happen. And if I write it and I don't accomplish it, then I'll take it out and I'll do it differently. Teresa says, when I read books about marriage and convenience and real love comes in, but they don't cross a line or come close to it, it doesn't feel real. I agree.
Right, because real life, this is what would happen. And so Christian books are supposed to be full of people who never have real life experiences because they're holy all the time and don't ever. I mean, I don't know. I understand why it's a dilemma.
Right.
I just think
And
it's
so
an
for
interesting
me,
and provocative discussion.
They committed to each other before God, before man, like it was in a church, the whole bit. And so to me, it's like, just because in their minds are thinking, well, this is temporary. No, they've made a covenant. So for me, this is all a natural progression. And God's just sitting up in heaven going, like, I'm working this all out for good. You know what I'm saying? So I think it'll be fine. Jason got
Well,
600.
Before you say go, I'm going to say goodbye because I
Okay.
have to sprint again at 10 and I need a break. So love everybody. Big smooches and kisses. Way to
Bye,
go,
Jamie. Thanks
Jason.
for
Way to
joining
go,
us. All
everybody.
right, guys,
Bye.
it is bottom of the hour. This is the last sprint for me because I have lots of other things going on, and we have homeschooling, so trying to, and baking for tomorrow, Thanksgiving. Ugh. So trying to be really good about honoring all the parts of my life. So here we go.
3, 2, 1, go.
done. Congratulations, everyone. That was 4 sprints in a row. That's awesome. I didn't get I did the math, didn't I? I think I got 420 words, something like that. Yeah, I did the math. It was something for like 420, 425, something like that. But I went back in and started working on my outline some more. So I have a little bit of a new direction. So, all right. Teresa last time said temptation is real and being married would amplify that tenfold. 100% agree. Did I already share that? I might have already shared that. Piper says, I have a dilemma similarly, much less for language, trying to keep bad guy language cleanish, but still realistic. Yes, I dealt with that in my second novel, especially. And at least in my genre, I found that it was sufficient for me to say he swore or he swore under his breath and then have people react to it, like to show how bad it was. So that worked for me. Let's see. Okay. Jason says, after this, I have to write a sermon for Sunday. Oh, you're preaching Sunday. Well, that's writing too. Can you count them as nano words? I don't know, maybe. Probably be on the same topic, but yeah. So I guess that's all I have for today. I'm super excited about getting back here. I will not be here tomorrow. No one will be here tomorrow. We are all taking Thanksgiving off. I know the ladies originally said, well, maybe we'll show up, but they have other things going on. And Thanksgiving morning is all about family for me. So I will not be here tomorrow. I will be back at it Friday. Piper got 414 this time around, back in the book, straightening out the timeline. Thanks for this morning. I appreciate you all showing up. It makes a huge difference. Oh, Jason got 210, found a plot hole that he needs to fix and got stuck. Been there. Teresa got 833. That's awesome. I did not reach my nano goal yet. I don't think I'm not gonna make the 50,000. Let me just be honest. If I could, I've done it before. I could sit down and I could spend the time and really focus on just that. But I have way too much in my life going on right now, and I'm choosing to not obsess over nano this year. So Teresa says that might be the highest word count for a 25-minute word sprint. That's awesome. That would be a lot for me. I know. So getting lots of kudos in the chat. So I'm kind of sad I won't be here, but I just can't. I know I can't. It's a family morning. We get up, we snuggle, we have breakfast together, which we kind of do anyway, but it's a special day. So let's see. Piper says, I'm so happy for all you people with your wild word counts. Happy equals jealous, actually. LOL. Yeah, me too, especially today. I struggled today, but I feel really good about the direction of the novel. So I'm good. All right, ladies and gents, thanks for joining me this morning. And again, won't be here tomorrow, but I will be here on Friday, and I can't wait to sprint with then. All right, bye-bye.